I'm Jackie O.
I'm Stan the Man.
We're the real guys with the Big Screen Breakdown.
Brought to you by Mattress Max Furniture.
In The Snowman, Michael Fassbender investigates a killer who taunts the police with snowmen.
One of the most striking things about The Snowman was the almost experiential effect of the cold and snow. Director Thomas Alfredson and cinematographer Dion Beebe were so expert at creating the effect of the snow and the cold that winter seemed to come right out of the screen and make me cold in a theater I knew was warm and give me flashbacks to living in Minnesota. It was so present that it was really sort of a character in the film, which is perfect because it not only created an environment, but it served as a metaphor for the cold disposition of the killer and the distant, broken family relationships that were a theme throughout the movie. Now, speaking of characters, this movie is populated with fantastic actors and interesting characters. Of course, Rebecca Ferguson and Michael Fassbender were fantastic in the lead roles, but there was also a host of interesting and wonderful character roles filled by Chloe Sevigny, J.K. Simmons, Toby Jones, and a very grizzled-looking Val Kilmer. Now, with all this terrific acting talent, wonderful direction, and fantastic cinematography, does the actual story live up to that level? Well, yeah, it kind of does. I was especially gratified in the first act when there were so many different plot trajectories and flashbacks that you really kind of had to pay attention to put everything together, and it does eventually come together beautifully. And even throughout the movie, there are still occasional surprise layers that come off, and it always holds your attention, even though at 2 hours, it's starting to stretch the American attention span a little bit. Were there any shortcomings to the movie? Well, I have a few minor gripes. It was probably a little bit more gory than it needed to be. It was such a solid story, I don't think it needed some of the excesses. It was almost as if they were throwing in a few shots just to get an R rating. Also, gosh, the jaded alcoholic cop estranged from his family, but he's such a good cop. No, I've never seen that character before. Come on! At least in the hands of Michael Fassbender, it still worked, and it was still interesting. But really, I'm kind of tired of that old trope. Also, one last thing, I don't want to give anything away, but in the last third of the movie, I'm not a fan of luck solving your problems. But, like I say, it's a minor thing. I call it luck, you might call it karma. All in all, those are minor gripes. I give this movie an outstanding. I highly recommend it, but definitely bring a coat.
You know, we have experience fighting crime in the cold.
Yeah, of course we needed help.
True.
Let's get in there and smash that thing. Boy, is he ugly.
Now, Pucky, what did I tell you was the first thing we had to do?
Be polite.
That's right. Besides, I brought in reinforcements.
I got here as soon as I could.
Hey, who's the broad?
Pucky, polite.
Okay, who's the babe?
I guess that's better.
What am I doing here?
Oh, hey, well, you know, this octopus thing, it's been damaging property all over the place and nobody's stopping it. All right, you guys cover me, eh? Oh, hey, octopus thing, you gotta stop damaging other people's property, eh? Whoa! Hey, that's not very nice.
What do we do now, lady?
I've got this.
Ow, ow. Hey, you're really strong, eh?
You can't talk to a princess like that.
Ah.
Canadians.
Till next time, we're the real guys wishing you peace, love, and popcorn. And a big thanks to our sponsors, Mattress Max Furniture, for hooking us up. I have no idea what we've...
I say hook them up, and you have to say their living room.
Well, excuse the hell out of me.
It's my transition, you see.
3, 2, 1. A big thanks to our sponsor, Mattress Max, for 3, 2, 1. And a big shout out to our sponsor, Mattress Max, for bringing us into your living room.
And look around that living room. You may need some new stuff. Mattress Max can hook you up. They're easy to find. They're just off I-85 on Highway 29. For crying out loud.
Somewhere in Spartanburg.
They're easy to find.